welcome to the deep dive.
Right.
We've got a whole stack of listener riddles for this deep dive, and we're going to try to solve them.
Yeah, these are really fun. They're really interesting.
You ready to jump in?
Absolutely. Let's go.
All right, let's start with this one. What has words but never speaks?
That's a good one.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah, makes you think.
What has words but never speaks? So it's not a person.
Right.
Is it a
It has to have words, though.
a very quiet parrot?
Oh, that's funny.
Or like a...
Wait, no, a parrot can speak.
Oh, that's true. That's true. What about a politician's promise?
Mhm.
Lots of words, but never
Mhm.
actually spoken.
But no, those are spoken at some point.
Oh, that's true. That's true. What about a book?
A book. Yes.
Because it has words, but until you read it, it doesn't speak.
That's it. That's a good one.
That's a good one. Okay.
It makes you think outside the box a little bit.
All right. You ready for another one?
Yeah, hit me.
All right. What begins with T, ends with T, and has T in it?
What begins with T, ends with T, and has T in it.
This sounds like one of those like tongue twister riddles.
It does.
What begins with T, ends with T, and has T in it? Time.
Time does not begin with a T.
That's true. That's true. What about Tyrannosaurus text?
Tyrannosaurus text. Okay, you're getting creative,
Don't
but
one too creative.
think about something a little simpler. Maybe it's something you'd find in your kitchen.
Something in the kitchen.
Yeah, think about.
That starts with T, ends with T, and has tea in it.
Ooh, a teapot.
A teapot. You got it.
Okay.
That's a classic.
Yeah, that one was a little bit easier.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Okay. What has a neck but no head?
Ooh, what has a neck but no head? What has a neck but no head?
That's a good one. If you think about that. So a neck but no head.
Mm-hmm.
What about a giraffe on vacation?
Okay, giraffes always have heads.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What about a headless horseman?
Okay, that's getting a little spooky.
Yeah, maybe a little too spooky for this. What about a bottle?
A bottle. There you go.
A bottle has a neck but no head. Okay, that one got me thinking about like scary stuff.
Yeah, that's how these riddles work. They really make you
Yeah.
visualize.
All right, what else we got?
Okay, ready for another one? What can travel around the world while staying in a corner?
Whoa, what can travel around the world while staying in a corner? Ooh, that makes me think of like maybe like a really well-traveled houseplant.
A well-traveled houseplant. That's a good one.
Or maybe like a spider who emails his friends in other countries.
That's a very social spider.
But those things don't really travel around the world. What about a stamp?
A stamp. Yes, you got her.
Because it stays in the corner of an envelope, but it can go all over the place.
Exactly. That's a great example of how these riddles make you think about the world in a different way.
All right, give me another one. I'm loving these.
Okay. What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it?
Wait, what?
Oh, no, right?
5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters? Okay, that's a good one. All right, so what 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? Light.
Okay, so if you add letters to light, it gets longer.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, what else could it be? What about great? If you add it becomes greater, which means bigger, which is longer.
Okay, we're looking for a word that actually becomes shorter in the sense of describing something smaller.
Describing something smaller.
Think about words we use to compare things.
Words we use to compare things. Wait a minute. Short. If you add it becomes shorter.
You got it.
That's a good word. That one really messed with my head.
Yeah, it's a classic riddle.
Okay, what's next?
Okay. What word is spelled incorrectly in every dictionary?
What word is spelled incorrectly in every dictionary? Okay, that has to be like a trick question.
Yeah.
Every dictionary is supposed to have the word spelled correctly. Maybe it's like a slang word like ain't.
That's a good guess, but this word is actually in every dictionary.
What word is spelled incorrectly in every dictionary? Wait a second. It's incorrectly.
Yes.
Because it's describing itself.
That's a great example of a self-referential riddle.
Okay, I kind of like those ones.
Yeah.
What else we got?
All right, this is a classic. What has keys but can't open locks?
What has keys but can't open locks?
Okay, so keys, but they can't open locks. So is it like a locksmith who's lost his touch?
That's funny. But remember, these riddles are usually about everyday objects.
Everyday objects. What has keys but can't open locks? Wait a minute, I got it. A piano.
A piano. Yes.
Yes.
You got it.
Because it has keys, but they're for playing music.
Exactly.
Okay, we're on a roll now. What's next?
Okay, ready for one that's a bit deeper. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?
Ooh, that's a good one. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What could that be? What about knowledge? Like the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know.
That's a good thought. But think about something more physical, something you do with your body.
Something you do with your body. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What about dance steps? The more you take, the more energy you leave on the dance floor.
That's a fun way to think about it, but think about something that leaves a more permanent mark. A more permanent mark. The more you take, the more you leave behind.
Footsteps.
Footsteps, you got it.
Because the more steps you take, the more footprints you leave behind.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It makes you think about the impact we have on the world.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, what's next?
All right, here's one that's a bit of a paradox. What gets wetter as it dries?
What gets wetter as it dries? Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, let me think about that. What gets wetter as it dries? What about a politician's speech? The longer it goes on, the wetter it gets it. But everyone's interest dries up.
Okay, that's pretty cynical.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right, what gets wetter as it dries? What about a towel?
A towel, you got it.
Because it absorbs the water as it dries things off.
Exactly.
Okay, that's another good one.
You're getting really good at these.
All right, give me another one.
Okay, where does today come before yesterday?
Whoa, where does today come before yesterday? Okay, it sounds like we're messing with time travel or something. Where does today come before yesterday? What about in a time traveler's journal? A time traveler's journal would be interesting, but think about a place where words are ordered in a specific way.
Words are ordered in a specific way. Not a calendar, though, because that's just chronological. Wait a minute. A dictionary.
A dictionary. You got it.
Because today comes before yesterday, alphabetically.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You're on a roll.
All right, what else have we got?
All right, ready for one that plays with our visual senses. You see me once in June, twice in November, but not at all in May. What am I?
Oh, okay. Once in June, twice in November, but not at all in May. Is it something that happens during those months, like a solstice or an equinox or...
Think about something that changes visually.
Visually.
Or month to month.
Month to month. And more frequent in some months than others. Once in June, twice in November, but not at all in May. Is it the letter E?
The letter E, you got it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was thinking way too complicated.
It's amazing how these riddles can trick our brains.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
All right. How many months have 28 days?
How many months have 28 days? Well, February has 28 days and sometimes 29 in a leap year.
Right.
So is the answer 1.
Think about it again. The riddle is asking how many months have 28 days.
Oh, they all do.
Exactly.
Every month has at least 28 days.
That's it. Sometimes the simplest answer is the right one.
That's a good one. All right. What else?
Okay, ready for one that's a bit more abstract? What can fill a room but takes up no space?
Ooh. What can fill a room but takes up no space?
That's a good one. All right, what can fill a room but takes up no space? What about air?
Okay, air does technically take up space.
You're right. What about music?
Ooh, music is a good one.
It can fill a whole room.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really take up any space.
It's true, music does fill a room. But think about something even more fundamental to our experience of a room. What allows us to perceive the room itself?
To perceive the room itself. What allows us to perceive the room? Is it light?
Light. You got it.
Because it fills the whole room and you can see everything, but it doesn't actually take up any space.
Yeah.
That's a great answer. You're really good at these.
Thanks, Anne.
All right, give me another one.
All right, how about this one? What has an eye but cannot see?
What has an eye but cannot see? Okay. What has an eye but cannot see? A needle.
A needle. You got it.
Wow, I didn't even have to think about that one for very long.
You're a natural at these.
Okay.
Okay, what is always coming but never arrives?
What is always coming but never arrives?
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, what is always coming but never arrives? Is it like a self-driving car that's stuck in beta testing?
Okay, that's funny, but think a little more broadly.
More broadly, what is always coming but never arrives? Is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow, you got it.
Because tomorrow's always coming, but it never actually gets here. Because once it gets here, it's today.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's a good one. It's like those philosophical riddles.
Yeah, it makes you think about time and how we perceive it.
Yeah, all right, I'm ready for another one.
Okay, what has to be broken before you can use it?
What has to be broken before you can use it? Okay, let me think about that. What has to be broken before you can use it?
An egg.
An egg.
Yes.
Because you have to break it open to make like an omelet or something.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, another one.
All right, last one. What is full of holes but can still hold water?
What is full of holes but can still hold water? Okay. What is full of holes but can still hold water? What about a net? Like a fishing net?
Okay, a net doesn't really hold water. It lets the water pass through it.
Yeah, that's true. What about a sponge?
A sponge, you got it.
Because it has holes, but it can absorb the water and hold it.
That's right. You solved all the riddles.
Wow, those were really fun. I had a great time.
Me too. They really make you think.
Yeah, I feel like we really flexed our brains today.
Absolutely. It's important to keep our minds sharp.
Well, thanks for taking this deep dive with us, everybody. And keep those riddles coming. We'll see you next time.